On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys hoping to close out the season on a high note. Just 2 wins on the year. Hoping to make it 3 by the end of this one. Across the field on the Lions sideline, Dan Campbell. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss. Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And they can't bring him down. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. The extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Ooh, the juke. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on 1 play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense. Get things going and see how things settle in.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
And first carry now. This is Williams. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Javonte Williams. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams. That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Good footwork at the 30. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now. Second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
32-yard line.
Back to throw, Goff. The throw out wide, going to be incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now an option play on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Goff now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. Brought down in the play by DeRon Bland.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Second and 5.
Slot man moves right. Goff now looking to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cowboys offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he's been one of the most consistent pieces of their offense all year long, no doubt. Shouldn't be much of a surprise then to see him among the league leaders in rushing here late in the season. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. The Cowboys in 2-10 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aleem McNeil in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target layup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Yeah, 26, 20.
To throw is Prescott. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They go back to the ground with Williams. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Here we go. 26.
Prescott now. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Now Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal.
And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
26-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw is gone. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Now Goff. Now he's going to step up and run. And Goff picks up the first down and then wisely slides to the ground to avoid the contact. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 56 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
20 extra points.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
And the Cowboys 1st down.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Williams. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 132 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
Now Prescott. Pickens makes a sideline grab. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing, Prescott. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and goal, Dallas.
Yeah, here we go.
They go with Blue between the tackles. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Williams. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's now 4th and goal.
Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. Gone. Slant pass to Bull. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Complete to Wright. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get it behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Here's Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now Dallas gets set to take the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll go right back to Lamb. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Out of the gun, they run with Blue. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
Play action now. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Blue. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Cowboys, first down. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down.
Here's Prescott. Now a run here off the arc. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Aubrey now for the point after. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Take over first and 10. Got their own 27-yard line.
20!
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
Our swing around the NFL starts now. In Jacksonville, the Jaguars at home to take on the Colts in the AFC South. And it's the third-year signal caller from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud. A 17-yard touchdown pass. This one's gone to halftime with the Jaguars have taken a 3-point lead to the locker room, 10-7 at the half. From there, it's off to Atlanta. Let's look in on the Falcons as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Kenneth Walker III. He's going to hustle his way to the end zone, 10 yards on the touchdown. This one's gone to halftime with the Seahawks with a 14-10 lead at the half. One last look now at the Week 14 scoreboard, the final week with byes. Carolina, New England, the Giants, and San Francisco all off this week. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
These offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the 44. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams head out for this next drive. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
It's a gain of 20. And a Cowboy first down.
A give to Williams, running right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Ferguson. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
Here we go with Williams. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Javonte Williams. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Aubrey now for the PAT. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. That time a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Detroit's offense ready to take over. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
At the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun. Gone. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
It's a gain of 8.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
11 yards there and a Lion first down.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Play action. It's gone. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Pass complete. David Montgomery to target. Escapes the defender. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. David Montgomery with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Dances by him. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. The busy night continues for Williams. And a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 183 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Keeps himself upright. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. To throw is Prescott. And it's caught. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Aubrey now for the point after. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter.
That ties the game.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Powering his way forward. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Detroit getting set to go now. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brought down by Jabril Peppers. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Goff now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Goff going to keep it himself. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Williams loses the football. And the Lions have recovered.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Cowboys' 39-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Now Goff. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Bates' kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Now 2nd and 9. On play action, Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
Now Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Lions will take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. Slant pass to Boyd. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 45-yard line.
To throw is Goff. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. In motion goes the tight end. To the air again. Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Back to throw, Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit 1st down.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Gone. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
That's good for a Lions first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here's Gone. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Well, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
We go, Salah! 180! Set!
A shotgun snap for Gone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. To throw, Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's first and 10 now. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. Now second and 4.
Taken down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6.
Prescott.
Brings up second and 4.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That is caught by Lamb. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. Here's first down. Here's Prescott. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 2 timeouts still available. Keep that in mind. Here's first and 10.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Dallas.
Now Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2nd and 6 coming up. Now Dak. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were